Welcome! This is the Vehicle Extravaganza channel, and today we will be discussing the BMW iX3 versus the Tesla Model Y. Something has changed in over 5 decades. America was known for their muscle and their power, but now they are flexing the EV range. And let's not beat around the bush here. The car world is changing, and changing very, very fast. The Tesla Model Y just recently came out, so there's no denying that it's not going to be a bad car. Tesla has just been a very big EV player in the market for the past almost 2 decades now. And so here comes BMW with the new iX3. And sad note is you can never get this car in America. Now, that's due to some taxes and some battery supply issues, but at least it's coming to South Africa. One thing is that when the BMW comes here, it'll literally be in a class of its own. Even though the I-Pace has already been launched in South Africa, it's not exactly the fit electrical EV for South Africa. Literally, they could have made a frunk, which means that you could have been like Porsche, or you could have been like Tesla, where in Porsche the engine is at the back usually and the trunk is in the front. But that's Porsche. With Tesla, the batteries are on the bottom and the trunk is in the back or the front. So let's talk about the iX3. Keep in mind, I will just be using my phone for just some info. So about the iX3. The iX3 is honestly a beautiful, I think it's, to me, is a beautiful, stunning car. And why BMW decided to do this has to be a very good reason, even though I don't know what personally the reason is. So when it will launch next year, I'm pretty sure it'll be a very good seller in the SA market. And literally, this is BMW's first electrical SUV. Not the mild hybrid, not the i3, not the i8, the first fully electrical hybrid. And it's a really stunning car. It's beautiful inside, still got the BMW tech, still got the BMW collision warnings and all those fancy gadgets. Now, when it comes to Tesla, that's a different story. It's American, which is honestly very weird to hear, because you ever hear Americans talking about EVs. 2, it's been the longest EV runner ever, because Tesla started back in 2003. And the first model they came out with was the Roadster, but no one could afford that. It spent over $100,000 for a little car based off the Lotus Evora. Now, when Elon came into the Tesla lineup, he saw that people view electric cars as ugly, slow, and just not very good compared to sports cars like Ferrari, Lamborghini, and all that. So 2012 comes around the corner. He releases the Tesla Model S. And from that day on, Tesla is known what they have become, the biggest EV producer on the planet. So the Tesla Model S comes out. No one knows why anyone would create an EV car like this. It's beautiful, it's stunning, and it has every sharp, good edge. And best of all, it's very fast. Very, very, very fast. Even to this day, it's faster than any Lamborghini, it's faster than any Ferrari, it's faster than Porsche. It's just fast. That's deal down, hands down. It's just fast. And it's still expensive though. The Model S is expensive. So don't be guaranteeing that, yeah, it's fast, it's beautiful, it's not going to be expensive. That price that quality doesn't come cheap though. And so when the Model X came out in 2016, it just set a bar stand for what Tesla really is. Because Tesla is an EV producer and not just a car manufacturer. So when the Model X came out, everyone was mesmerized by the go-wing doors, but no one really liked them because in type parking, you can't really use go-wing doors when you're at the back. And so it's not really a good investment. So when the Model 3 came out, that was by far Tesla's best-selling model ever in the lineup. And best of all, it's not even expensive. Just costs, even the base Model 3 starts from $40,000. I think that is it. And the higher trims, the performance, I think that ranges to like $57,000. Now that's not bad for any type of car, especially in the EV range. But it's what Tesla does. And when the Model Y was revealed just a few months ago, everyone just had their jaw drop. The jaws dropped and everything else just fell into Tesla's way. Now let's not say that BMW can't make an EV. This is not BMW's first EV. Their first EV ranges back to about the 1970s. Now, I didn't really look up what the model is, but I remember that it was too heavy to drive anywhere. But here we are now, into the future. And so what the Tesla Model S really is, well, the Tesla Model Y, sorry, it's a very smart and safe SUV due to Tesla putting so much money to make craftsmen of engineering. That I have to give congrats to that. Tesla, Elon, if you're watching this, please, I give congrats to you. It has a very, very rigid structure. If you know what I mean. It has a very rigid structure to a very rigid car. And it's still so rigid that it can still sprint from 0 to 60 miles, or well, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.5 seconds. Now, that's supercar territory there. You're going into the likes of the R8, you're going into the likes of the 458, the 488, the Pista, the whatever, the Murcielago, whatever. And it still can do that timing and also retain comfort, reliability, and also price-worthy. Because the Model S is supposed to be affordable, which it kind of is. If you think about it, it kind of is affordable. And I love it. I love how it looks. Basically what Tesla does is that they release a little car and they make a big car from that little car. So the Model S was built, then the Model X was built. So the Model X is reserved from the Model S. The Model 3 was built, now the Model Y was built. It's basically structure, up there. So basically it has a very, very beautiful styling, that which I in turn wish that Tesla would bring to South Africa, but we can't really hope for, we have to really hope for the future now. So basically what the BMW iX3 really means is that yes, Tesla can make good cars, but also European brands have always been superior to anybody else, to anyone else, BMW, Mercedes, and anyone else. And in turn, it means the quality has to be very, very good. And what Tesla delivers is honestly just, I'm not gonna say bad, but it's not that good. Because owners have complained about gaps not lining, quality of the seats starting to like wear out because leather, of course. And so if you're looking at that sector, you can look at Tesla, but there's also other models. There's the iX3, there's the e-tron, and there's the I-Pace. And only the I-Pace and the iX3 is in South Africa. The e-tron will eventually come here. So, what would be my conclusion? My conclusion would be that the Tesla is a very good car, yes, but Tesla is now becoming not really well known anymore for becoming EV creators. I say, even though America took over Europe, as in like Germany, Britain, and Italy, even though America took over that as an EV partner, as an EV range, I believe that Europeans will still stand once again. And it's still I would love to see that iX3. I mean, I just look at it and it's beautiful. That's what I can give you. It's very, very beautiful. I love the way the tires look. I love the way the wheels look. I love its styling. And it still has the comfort that you want in an everyday SUV. Now, let's not say that it's a bad SUV. It's not bad, but even though it's an EV, range will still be quite low. Let's just keep it at that. It'll be quite low. And yes, that's what I can say. Even though you can drive it from here to Durban on one charge, it's not really going to be that efficient, because as South Africans, we love speed, and a lot of speed. If you look at the M3, the M4, the G63, the whatever, we love speed. And yes, so I can leave you with something like Beheerscht motoren werken. You should know, if you're a BMW fan, you should know what that means. Beheerscht motoren werken. Thank you. Subscribe, link, and yes, and next week, we'll be discussing the all-new G50 by Gordon Murray. So, wait for that to happen. Thank you. I am Eugene, and good to know y'all. Peace.